and welcome. Today I'm going to play Advanced Squad Leader Starter Kit 2, and this is Ambitious Assault scenario from this starter kit. And this is one of the very few scenarios where we can play with 3 nationalities all together. I think I can count only one starter kit scenario that covers such a situation. It is in the Advanced Squad Leader Starter Kit 3, where we have Germans, Americans and Soviet prisoners who managed to escape, armed themselves and fight against the Germans. So, in this particular scenario, we have British and American assault on this town. This town on the Sicily, which is defended by our brave Italian soldiers. As you probably remember from my previous video from the Advanced Squad Leader Starter Kit 2, Italian soldiers are not very good. Well, frankly, they are horrible. You don't want to comment Italians if you have any choice. Why? In this particular scenario, look, you have 10, 3, 4, 6 squads. Yeah, only 3 firepower, 4 hexes range and only 6 morale. And what the real problem lies here. Their efficiency rating is 1. So they are very vulnerable for quality reduction. Good thing is that they are defending here, so we don't have to use them to attack because, as you probably remember from my previous video, attacking with Italians is, well, it might easily end with total disaster. Here in this scenario, Americans and Brits are attacking, and Americans are attacking from this side, while Brits are coming from the other side. And as for victory conditions, there is one particular hex that we have to care about. This is S6 hex, and Italians have to set up within the 7 hexes from this hex, and if there are no good order Italian units in the 7 hexes range from this hex at the end of the game, allies are winning the game. Sounds easy? Well, hardly. Because look at the terrain. There's a lot of stone buildings, some wood buildings, so this is a great place to defend, even with such poor units like Italian squads. So I don't think this is going to be a very easy scenario for allies. A good thing is that we are attacking from both directions. Americans are coming from in the first turn, while Brits are coming in the turn 4. And the other good thing is that Americans have some serious protection with this hill here, along with some buildings, and so they can move closer towards Italians. Brits have no such luck. Take a look on the board from this side. As you can see, there is a much less good cover that can protect them. Of course, there is some. Here we have a hill. There is a wood building, here we have some woods, but all in all I think Americans have a better chance to move closer towards Italians and make them feel the pain. Alright, so that's all for the beginning. Let's go right into the game. This scenario has 6 turns, so it's not going to be a very long game. At last I think so. Okay, let's start with turn 1, and allied player has an initiative. So I set up my Americans already, and we are moving into prep fire phase, nothing. So let's go to the movement phase. Alright, they are moving with a commander, and I'm going to use double time for all of them, because, well, there is a little chance that I will be able to fire at anyone. So let's make use of this double time, so it will increase their speed drastically. Okay, they are all with commanders and they have double time. This means that all of them will have 8 movement factor. Okay, that's pretty good. So let's start with them. I have 2 squads with commander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think I will stop here, because I would have to spend 1 movement point to enter here and another 3 movement points to enter this hex, so this is out of limit for me. I will enter this hex during the advance phase. Alright, here we have even more Americans, and notice that they are entering down the road. So they have 1 more movement point. 9 movement points, amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. And now this squad, and they are half squad. There is a half squad with medium machine gun, and notice that this medium machine gun has 3 portage points. This means that we don't have 8 movement points now, because if we have a unit with 3 movement points and it moves with double time leader, it has only 7 movement factor instead of 8. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 because of moving down the road. Alright, so sorry, 7. And now the question is if any of the Italians can see them now. Let me check. I think they can actually see them, because they are on the hill, so they are on the same level, and this building is not blocking their line of sight, same to this building and that building. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 hexes range. This means that we cannot fire with this unit because they have only 4, so they can fire for maximum of 8 hexes, but they can fire with this heavy machine gun. This heavy machine gun has a firepower of 6 and range of 12, so definitely they are in the range of this heavy machine gun, and it has 6, and now +1, +2 because of the hindrance, and now it is -1 because they are moving in the open ground, and -2 because they are moving with the non-assault movement. So we have 6 +2 -2, so it's 0. Let's make a roll. Let me place my dice tray here, and 7. 7 in the 6 is normal morale check. Alright, so first American commander. Oh, he is broken. Now his men, 6 they are fine, and 9 they are broken. Okay, so this commander and this squad are broken, while this half squad with medium machine gun is not. Okay, and now we had 6 here, so our residual fire would be 3. But because of this, so it would be 2, because we have no 3, so it would be 2. It is lowered by 1 because of the 1 hindrance, and lowered by 2 because of the 2 hindrance, so no residual fire. Sorry, residual fire. Okay, so this is first fire here, and they cannot move any further because they used their commander, and now he is broken, so they have to stop. Okay, that's all for Americans. Americans? Yeah, that's all for Americans. And now there is Italian defensive fire phase. And if Italians are allowed to fire at anyone, I don't think so. So that's all for defensive fire phase. Now we have advancing fire phase and nothing too, and road phase. Okay, so this unit stays here, while this commander and his men are retreating into this building. All the other units are fine. Oh, I forgot to remove this first fire, and now we have advance phase. Okay, so they are advancing here, and them. I think I will advance here, and now this squad with medium machine gun is advancing here. Alright, that's for the advance. Next we have close combat, no close combat at all. So let's go to the Italian part of the turn. Start with rally phase, and now we can rally this commander. I mean, we can try to rally him. 5 plus 4 is 9, minus 1 because he's in the building, so it's 8, so he's fine. And now he might try to rally this unit. It would be hard, but let's try. It is 6, plus 4 is 10, minus 1 because it's building is 9, and they need 8, so they remain broken. Okay, that's all for the rally phase, and now we have Italian prep fire phase. So, if Italians are about to do any prep fire, I guess they are. So, I will fire with this heavy machine gun onto this hex. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8. Okay, so I can use their own firepower along with this heavy machine gun. But it is 1.5 plus 6. So it's 7.5. So it's still 6. So virtually nothing. Let's try. We have 6, and now we have plus 3 because they are in the stone building. So it's 6 plus 3, not an easy shot, and 8. This is covering, so we go to the column of 4. 8 plus 3 is 11. Actually, you can tell this is a miss. But notice, this is a rate of fire of 3. Pretty impressive rate of fire, but still it's 4, so it's nothing. So let's mark them with prep fire, and let's go to any other Italian units. They cannot see anyone. They can say, I mean, I don't think that any other Italian units can see Americans, because you can only hit enemy units that are on the hill while you are not, if they are on the edge side of the hill. It's called crest line, and none of American units are on the crest line, so no any other chances to score a hit for Italians. So that's all for the prep fire, and now Italian movement phase. The question is if Italians actually want to move. Well, they are going to defend. They would rather avoid getting into the range of fire of American units that are definitely superior. Well, they have firepower of 7, and I think that Italians are rather going to stay where they are and do not make much movement, at least not now. So that's all for Italian movement. Right, that's all for Italian movement phase, not much move. And now we go to the defensive fire phase. So these Americans cannot see anyone, but they definitely can, since they were actually target of these Italians, so they can answer with their own fire. They have firepower of 4 with the range of 10, and their own firepower is 3, so it's nothing. It would be still 4. So I'm firing on them with the firepower of 4, and now we have -1 because we are CX, so counter exhausted, and +3 because of the stone building, so it would be total modifier of +4. I think it's impossible shot, and we are risking with getting our medium machine gun damaged, but it has no breakdown number, so its breakdown number is 12, so the chance of damaging this machine gun is small. Oh, let's try. 10. Oh, that was pretty close, but we are fine. Well, of course we missed, but no damage. After all, this is starter kit, so we don't have to be afraid about sniper activation. Okay, so that's all for defensive fire. Next we go to the advancing fire. No advancing fire at all, so let's remove this marker. Road phase, no road. Advance phase, Italians, let me check if Italians wants to do any advance. Well, I don't think so. And next we have close combat, nothing to do, so we are moving into turn 2. Okay, so we are starting with rally phase. This commander tries to rally his unit. 5, he made it, they are fine. Okay, so now we have American prep fire phase. And the question is if Americans want to do. You can do anything, because you can tell this is impossible shot. Again, so I think I might rather try to move them. But moving them in the range of this heavy machine gun wouldn't be an easy task. Okay, so let's start. No prep fire, movement phase. These Americans, I am taking off this counter-exhausted. I have 2 squads and a commander. So they are making assault movement onto this hex. And these Italians are firing at them. They have 5, so it is 4 plus 3. Oh, pretty good shot. And we get rate of fire. Actually, let me mark this, because I tend to forget about getting rate of fire, so I would rather mark this light machine gun with this die. So we have 4 plus 3, so it's 7. 7 in the column of 4 is pin test check. It could be better, so, but still, first for the commander, 7, he's fine, and now for his men, 9. Okay, 9 minus 1 because of the commander is 8, so even so they are pinned. Okay, they are pinned, and we have to mark this hex with 2. Alright, and we have still rate of fire, so I have to place first fire on this unit only. Okay, they are making assault movement here as well, so I'm firing on them too. I have now 1.5 plus 2, so it's 3, so so it's 4, so it's 2. Now it is 2 plus 3. Again, impossible hit. No rate of fire. And now we have 7 plus 3, it's 10. 10 minus 10 in the column of 2, it is a miss. Okay, so let's mark them with final fire, and let's place residual fire of 1 here. Okay, who's next? I think them. Now they are in a dire situation, because anywhere they are, if they move anywhere here, they will be definitely fired by this heavy machine gun. So what's their choice? I think this hex is definitely more promising, because we have an orchard that provides us some small cover, but still. So I am making assault movement onto this hex. Italians are firing, of course they are, so they have 6 and plus 1.5, so it's 7.5, it's still 6, and now 6, it is no clear terrain, because it is orchard, and they are making assault movement, so they have 6, but no modifiers at all. 7 in the column of 6, no rate of fire. 7 in the column of 6 is normal morale check. Let's try. Oh, 8. 8 and they are 7. That's bad luck. So they are broken. That's what I was afraid of. Now we have a first fire and residual fire of 2. Okay, that's all for them. Now this commander, he moves 1 and 2, so he will be able to rally them if they will retreat into this building. And now this squad, 1, 2, 3. Moving here will set me in the range of fire of these guys. So am I brave enough to enter this hex? Well, I am. Let's go and let's hope that we will survive this. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4. So they have firepower of 5, so it's 4. 4 minus 2, because non-assault movement and moving in the clear terrain. So it's 4 minus 2. Oh, shit. Yeah. This is 1. 1 in the column of 4 is 1 KA. So, see you guys, you are dead. And this is not a living dead game, so they are done. They are they don't get a rate of fire. Okay. And we have to place a residual fire of 2 onto this hex. Okay, that was a bad luck. And now this group. I am removing counter-exhausted, and first I will move these guys with a commander. 1. So who's going to fire on them? I think them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can fire with firepower of 1 and minus 2. 7. Minus 2 is 6. 6 in the column of 1 is miss. Okay, that's good. This is a miss. So residual fire of 1, and they get a first fire. Who else? Well, no one. They are entering this hex, and they are firing on them now with their subsequent fire. So they have 3, and it is halved, so it is 1 and half, so it's 1. We have 1 and minus 2. Okay, it's 3. 3 in the column of 1 is 1 MC, so it's 1 morale check with plus 1. Commander, 7 plus 1 is 8, so he's fine. And now his men, 8. Plus 1, it is 9. Sorry, plus 1, yes, it's 9. And minus 2 is 7. So they are pinned. They get a final fire. And now I have to take a look for residual fire power of 1. Okay, so they have to stop. I mean, commander can move, but his men cannot move any further because they are pinned. And now, the question is if these Italians can see them as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, so they would be with the firepower of 1. But I need to make sure that I have a line of sight. I think I have, but you know, it's always better to check. So, yeah, I think there is line of sight, so they are going to fire as well. So they have 1 with minus 2. It is 4. 4 in the column of 1. It is normal morale check. So, commander, he made it. His men, they made it. If it would be a full advanced squad leader, we would get heat of the battle. But that's not a full advanced squad leader, so let's mark them with first fire, and it would be a residual fire of 1 again, so we don't have to place another residual fire. Okay, that's all for this unit, and we have still this squad. Okay, what are they going to do? Entering this hex would put them right into this residual fire. Same goes here. Okay, but I would like to go somewhere here so they can join their firepower. So I will take my risk. I am entering this hex. It is firepower of 1 with minus 2. Uh-oh, it's 6. It's minus 2, so it's 4. 4 in the column of 1 is normal morale check. Okay. 6. Right, we made it. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they are making their subsequent fire with firepower of 1. And minus 2, of course. Oh shit. It's 2. 2 in the column of 1 is 1 MC. Okay. 7, 1 MC, 8. They are broken. Oh hell. And residual fire of 1. Okay, I tried to be brave, but I think being brave was, well, quite stupid. Okay, so that's all for American movement. We don't have any other opportunities to make a move with our brave American soldiers. So let's remove these these residual fire markers. There is a lot of them. All right, and who's next? Next we have defensive fire phase. So all the Italians here already fired. They are fired too. They too. So no one can perform any defensive fire. So let's remove these markers. And next we have advancing fire phase. Okay, so do I have any opportunity to make a good advancing fire? They are pinned. So this means that they would halve their firepower twice. First because of the advancing fire, and second because of pin. So, but they had this commander, so I think it won't hurt to try. So we have 7, so it's 3.5. This is first halving. Next it is 1 and 75 because of the second halving, and now because they have a assault fire ability, so they add +1. So they have 2 and 2.5, so it's 3. So they have firepower of 3. This is rounded down to 2, so they have firepower of 2. And now they are firing here, so it's 2 plus 3 and minus 2 because of the commander. So it's 2 plus 1. Okay, that's all. Next, they are also pinned. Okay, that's not good. I'm going to make a fire group with these 2 squads. So they have 3.5 and +1, so it's 4.5, and this is rounded to 5, so they have 5, and now they have 3.5, 1 and 75 +1, so it's so they have 3, so I have 3 plus 5, so it's 8, so it's 8 plus 3. And this is covering, yeah, because we are not using commander, so it is covering, so we are using column of 6, and the result is 7. It is normal morale check for Italians. 8. Italians are broken. Yeah, their shitty morale makes them extremely vulnerable for any kind of fire. Okay, so that's all for advancing fire, right? That's all. And next we have a road phase. Oh, there is a lot of routing here. First, they are routing into this building. They are routing into this building. No, nothing more. Okay, and they are routing here, just to be safe from enemy fire. Okay, so that's all for road phase, and next we have advance phase. They are pinned, so they cannot advance. They are advancing onto this hex. Yeah, it's pretty risky, but we have to advance. They cannot advance because they are pinned. Do I want to move my commander as well? Well, it won't hurt to try. So that's all for the advance phase. Next we have close combat. No close combat, so let's remove pin markers. So time for Italians. First we have rally phase, and now I can try to rally this unit with my commander. 10, this is nothing, they remain broken. They can only remove this. Desperation morale, and now Italians. Well, they can try self-rally, but you can see this is this is not something they might try to succeed. Okay, that was pretty close actually. We have 3 plus 4, it's 7, and their own morale is 5. Okay, they are in the building, so it would be plus minus 1, but because this is self-rally, because without the commander, so it would be another plus 1. Okay, so they wouldn't be able to rally themselves, even if they would roll natural 2. Bad luck. But like I said, you have to really like Italians to enjoy playing with them. Okay, so that's the rally phase, and next we have prep fire phase. So Italians have some good opportunities to fire here, so let's do it. I am firing with them onto this hex. So it is 5 and no modifiers at all. So it's... oh shit. Light machine gun is broken and we scored nothing. Damn you, Mussolini. Okay, who's next? Well, they can fire here. It would be firepower of 1 because of the area fire. What? I should expect this. Who's going to fire next? Them? I don't think they can see anyone. They are covered by this building and they are covered by this building. So no. And them. They can fire here or there. I think this seems to be more juicy target because they are broken. So let's try. We have 6 and do I need to use hindrance? I believe I don't have to. Yeah, no hindrance. So we have 6 plus 3 because of the stone building. Wow! First of all, we have a rate of fire. Good. And now, 3 plus 3, it is 6. 6 in the column of 6 is 1 MC. Okay, that's a pretty good shot, finally. And first for the commander, he is broken, alright. And now his men, 8 plus 1 is 9. Okay, they are broken, so they have to suffer quantity reduction, and because they are half squad, they are eliminated. That was a good shot. Now, something that Mussolini would be proud of. Okay, and we have a rate of fire, so we can fire again. 6 plus 3. We have still rate of fire, impressive. And 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 in the column of 6 is pin test check. Nothing, because he's already broken. So, one more shot. 10. This is a miss. No rate of fire. And it was dangerously close of getting our machine gun broken. But it's fine. We made it. And we finally scored some serious hits on Americans. Alright. So let me check if Italians have any other opportunities to make a prep fire. I don't think so, but yeah, no any other prep fire. So that's all. Next Italian movement. Okay, who's going to move? I would like to move this commander here so he could try to rally these units. So 1, 2. Let me check if anyone can see them. Nope. 3, 4, 5. Okay. So he's fine. And I think that's all. Well, I'm not sure. I will move this move this unit here. This is assault movement. And I think they can see them, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it would be a area fire. So they are firing with 3. So 2 plus 3 minus 2. So it's 2 plus 1. Oh. Plus 1, it's 6. 6 in the column of 2 is pin test check. Oh, wow. That's not something that I would expect from the Italians, but they made it. So 1. Okay. That's all for the Italian movement. Right, that's all. So let's remove this residual fire, and now we have American defensive fire phase. Oh, they already made it. They cannot see anyone, so no defensive fire. Next we have advancing fire phase, and Italians haven't any good opportunities to make a residual advancing fire, so let's remove these prep fire markers. Good. And next we have a road phase. And sorry, who's going to road? I don't think that anyone has to road. Well, this commander might try, but well, he's in the building, so let him stay here for a while. And next we have advance phase. So my Italians are advancing onto this building. Alright, so that's all for Italian advance. Next we have close combat, no close combat at all. So this concludes turn 2. We are moving into turn 3. So let's go with rally phase. Americans, this commander will try to rally himself. 7 plus 4, this is a failure. They will try self-rally. 7 plus 1 minus 1, they made it. They are fine, they are fine. As for Italians, they will try to repair this light machine gun. Nothing. And this commander will try to rally this unit. Nope, he failed. So that's for rally phase, and next we have American prep fire phase. So Americans, let me check if they want to do any prep fire. I don't think they want. They want to move closer. So let's go to the American movement phase. They are making assault movement into this building. These Italians are broken, so I have to mark them with residual fire, because there is enemy unit on the adjacent hex, and that's all. They can't do much. No one can fire at them, because no one can see them. I think, nope, they can see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they would be able to fire at them with area fire of 1, with +3 because of the stone building. Impossible shot. Okay, so let's not do it. And any other Americans are going to move? Of course they are. So I will try to move them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's all. Them. Moving closer towards this hex would be dangerous. I learned already that making risky movements is not always a good idea. So let's try. 1. This is a normal movement. They are firing at them with 2 minus 2. Oh, 5. 5 in the column of 2 is normal morale check. 5. They made it. So Italians are marked with first fire, and we have to place residual fire of 1. They are continuing their progress onto this hex. So Italians are firing at them again, and this time with 3 because of the adjacent hex. So it's 3, so it's 2. 2 minus 2. Oh hell. Okay, I pushed my luck too far. It is 1, so they are killed in action. Okay, Americans are not lucky in this battle. And who's going to move next? They. But they are making only their assault movement into these woods. They are firing at them with 2 and +1 because of the woods. 8. This is a miss. So that's all for American movement. Yeah, that's all. Okay, I needed to adjust my camera a bit because Brits are coming soon and we will need this part of the map as well. Alright, next we have a defensive fire phase, and Italians are about to fire, if they can. Let me check. They already fired, so they can't. Well, they can, but do they have range and line of sight into this hex? I believe they have. Where did I put my measure tool? Oh, here it is. Well, yeah, no problem. They see, but they have only firepower of 3 and they are in the stone building, so it's 2 plus 3, 7, 9. It is a miss. No good. And who else? Well, they, with this almighty heavy machine gun, can still fire here, I believe, yeah. It is 6 plus 3. Okay, this is a miss. And I believe that's all. Yeah, not much else to do for Italians. I think they are doing quite fine, actually. Americans suffered heavy losses and they are still pretty far from breaking much of Italian units. Okay, next we have advancing fire phase. And who can fire? Well then, they can fire. They have 3.5 plus 1, so it's 4.5, so it's rounded up to 5, and 5, it's 4 minus plus 3 and minus 2, so it's plus 4 plus 1, it is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10, it is a miss. Now they have their firepower halved and now doubled because of the point blank fire, so it's still 7 plus 1, it's 8. So they are firing with 8 plus 3 minus 1. Okay, this is good. 7 minus oh, maybe not. Not. It is 7 plus 2. It's 9. So it's a pin test check only. Okay. For the Italian commander, he is pinned. Okay, this is not bad, actually. Okay. So who else? Well, I think that's all. And now we have road phase. And who can road? Well, they have to road, and this commander cannot because he's pinned. So they are routing here. Can anyone see them? Yeah, they can see them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they are in their range of fire, so they have to make an interdiction check. 7, and this is 5, so they failed, and because of that they suffer reduction. They are first line squad, so we have to check for the first line half squad. Where is first line half squad? Okay. Oh, here it is. There is a very limited number of Italian counters in this starter kit. Okay, so they are retreating into this hex. Americans doesn't have to retreat anywhere, so that's all for the road phase. Next we have advance phase. And now these Americans are entering this hex, and now I need to mark them with close combat marker. They are advancing here, and they have to stay where they are. Okay, so now we have close combat here, and there is only a single man counter here. Okay, so let's make an ambush roll. White for Italians. Okay, Americans managed to ambush this poor Italian commander. So what do we have here? We have 7 to 1 and minus 1, so it's 7 to 1, so it's 6 to 1, minus 1 because of the commander, minus 1 because of the ambush, so it's 8 minus 2. He is done, and well, let's roll for him. So he's that. Okay, so that's all for close combat phase, and now we are getting to the Italian part of this turn, and what Italians can do. Okay, so let's start with rally phase. So, this commander will try to rally himself, he made it, but he's a single man counter, so he won't be able to use this medium machine gun, and all the other Americans are fine. Now Italians, let's try to repair this light machine gun. Oh, we were close. And they have 4, there is 4, so they cannot even self-rally. Okay, so that's all for the rally phase. Now we are going into the prep fire phase, and who's going to prep fire? Well, they are going to fire here. They have 9, so it's 8 plus 3. Oh, that's not bad. It is 8. In the column of 8, it is normal morale check. So and we get rate of fire. So it's 8. So they have a normal morale check. Commander, he is broken, and his troops, they are fine. Okay, so commander is broken. And now our machine gun might fire again, so it's 6 plus 3. It's 5, so it's 8, and we still have a rate of fire. 8 in the column of 6 is normal morale check, right? No, it's been test check. So for the Americans, they are fine. And rate of fire 8. Okay, we lost rate of fire, and 8 plus 3 is 11, so this is the end. And who's next? Well, they are firing here with 2 and plus 1 because of the woods. Okay, nothing. They are doing the same, and they failed as well. And well, let them try. They have 2 plus 3. No, just like I predicted. Okay, so that's all for the Italian prep fire. Next we have movement phase. So do I want to make any movement with my Italian pals? Okay, Super Mario, where are you? Sadly, I don't think that I have much to do with Italians. They are fine where they are. They are still slowing Americans down nicely. So, well, let them stay. Okay, so now we have American defensive fire phase. So they are firing here. We have... oh, sorry. It should be here. So it's 6 plus 3 minus 2. So it's 6 plus 1. Oh, wow. It's 4. In the column of 6 is 2 MC. Ooh, wow. Yeah. So Italians are broken, and they also suffer quality reduction. They are reduced to the conscript. They would be natural because of 12, and let me check. Oh, yeah, it was morale check, and because of the natural 12, we got a result of key. So they are not only reduced by quality, but also by quantity. So I need to turn them into half squad. Okay, done. And these Americans are marked with final fire. This squad fires here. They have 6 plus 3. 10. This is a miss. They cannot see anyone, I believe. Or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let them try. I believe they can see this hex. well, they can't form a fire group because they are not on the adjacent hexes, but still I would rather check to make sure. Yeah, so it's 6 plus 3 again, and 10 miss. So that's all for the American defensive fire. Next we have Italian advancing fire, and no advancing fire at all for Italians. Road phase. Who's going to road? This commander, let him stay. Well, they don't have anywhere to road. So that's all for the road phase. And next we have advance phase. Italians are not much eager to do any advance. And close combat, no close combat at all. So this concludes turn 3. We are moving into turn 4, and this is a turn where Brits are coming. So here we have our tea lovers, and now let's start with a rally phase. And now Italians cannot rally here, and this Italian unit also cannot rally here, and Americans, they are fine. This commander will try to self-rally. 8 plus 4 minus 1, nothing. He remains broken. And I think that's all for both sides when it comes to the rally phase. Yeah. Next we have prep fire phase. And if Americans want to do any prep fire, or they are rather to move, well, they need to get closer to Italians, because Italians are in the buildings, so all these sixes of American firepower are countered by +3 because of stone buildings. So for the Americans it is the best to get point blank. Okay, they will try to fire here. It's 6 plus 3. It is a miss, just like I expected. Okay, so that's all. Not much of the prep fire. And let's go to the movement phase. I'm thinking... Wait a moment. I'm thinking if I might try to score a hit on them. They have 6 and it is +3 but -2. So let's try. Okay, it's 6 plus 1. Oof. I don't even need to comment such a bad rolls. Okay, so that's all for Americans, and finally let's go to the movement phase. And who's going to move? Well, they cannot. They are making assault movement onto this hex, and these Italians are firing at them instantly. They have 6 plus 3 and -1. Sorry, no. It is 6 plus 3. No modifiers. So 6 plus 3 and 8. This is pin test check for Americans. They are fine. So here, and now I need 2. And the question is if this machine gun wants to fire on them as well. I think I will try. I have 3 plus 6, so it's 9. So this is 8 plus 3. Okay. This is a miss because it is 10. 10 in the column of 8 is a miss, yeah. But we get rate of fire, so we can try to fire again with our heavy machine gun. It is 6 plus 3 this time, and we got 9, so this is a miss, and we because of that we also lost our rate of fire. Okay, so let's place 4 instead of 2 because we were firing with 8. And is it all for the Americans? Well, here we have this commander. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Where do I have? Okay. Okay, that's all for Americans, and now Brits. What are they going to do? I will start with this stack. I have 2 squads with a commander, so they have total of a movement of 6, and they take double time, so they are moving with commander, and they are all double timed, so they have 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all. And maybe 8. Okay, let's move here. I think I'm pretty safe on this hex as well. This hill provides me some protection, so this is 8. Okay, now them. They are moving with double time as well, so they have 6. So 1, 2, 3, 3 and 4.5, and 6. Now them. 1, 2. Oh, sorry, I forgot to take double time. Yes, I'm using this double time because it makes me move faster, and I need, because I have only 3 turns left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. More double time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now this squad, these 2 squads with medium machine gun, they have 8. Sorry, no. They have. They are with a leader, but they are not going to use double time, so they have 6 just because of moving with a leader. So they are moving 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's their movement. And now, when they are onto this on this hex, they are in the line of sight of these Italian units. So they are firing, of course. They have 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they have to halve their firepower. So it's 5.5. So it's still 4. So it's 4, and now we have +2 because of the wood building, -1 because they are not using assault movement, and -1 because of the commander. So it's 2 -2, 0. So it's 4, not 4 without any modifiers. We got 6. 6 in the column of 4 is normal morale check. And we have a rate of fire. So it's 6, so it's normal morale check for the commander. Oh, he's broken. That was unexpected. And now for the British squads. For the first squad, they are pinned, I believe. Yeah, let me check for the pin marker. And now for the other squad, they are broken. Oh my. So commander and squad are broken, and the other squad with medium machine gun is pinned. And I can fire again, because I needed 2 movement points to enter this hex, so I can use this machine gun again. So it's again 4. Okay, I got 6. And still a rate of fire, I believe. Yeah. And 6 in the column of 4 is normal morale check again. Alright, for the broken commander, he's fine. For the broken squad, they are fine. And for the pinned squad, they are broken. Oh hell. So the entire stack is now broken. And since Italians got a rate of fire, they can fire again. And 7, so they lost their rate of fire. Finally. And now 7 in the column of 4 is pin test check. It is nothing because they are all broken. Okay. So I have to place a residual firepower of 2 on this hex, and this concludes Allied movement phase. So let's remove residual fires, and let's go to the Italian defensive fire phase. Let me check if Italians are able to make any defensive fire. Well, they can fire here. So they have 2 plus 1. Sorry, got a little problem with my camera. So it was a 9, so it is a miss. Let's mark them with final fire. And who else? Can they see them? I believe they can, but still it is a 2 minus 2, sorry, 2 plus 3. Well, impossible roll. So this is a miss. And they can still try to fire again onto this hex. They have 3 because they have their firepower halved and then doubled, so it's 2 and plus 3 because of the building. Okay, it is 7 in the column of 2. It is still nothing. That's all for the Italian defensive fire. Now we have British and Allied, okay, Allied advancing fire. I don't think I have any good opportunity to make it, so that's all. Oh yeah, I actually have them. They have 7 and plus 1, 8, so they are firing on 8 with plus 3 because of the stone building. No, okay. That's what you get when you try to cheat. Okay, and now road phase. Who's going to road? Well, they cannot road, they are in the building, so let them stay where they are. Any other units? Well, no one. So now we have advance phase. I am advancing here to get into close combat with these Italians. I am advancing here, 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 here. Wait. If I will move onto this hex, I will be in the line of sight of these dudes because they are also on the hill. So this seems to be a rather bad idea. But okay, let's risk. I have to play risky if I want to win this game. So that's all for the advance phase. And now we have a close combat, so let's resolve this close combat here. First we have to roll for ambush, and Americans got red and Italians got white, so no ambush at all. And now we have American attack. They have 7 against 3, so it's 2 to 1. So they need 7 or less. Oh, 8. And Italians have 1 to 2, so they need 4 or less. Nothing. So this turns into melee. And that's all for the close combat. We are getting into Italian part of the turn. First of all, we have to make some rally. Well, I think they will try to rally, or maybe them. I can self-rally 1 unit, so let's try with them. Oh, they made it. They were very lucky. So let them try to fix this light machine gun. They failed. And now, allies. Well, this commander might try to self-rally. 9. He is 9, so he's fine. And now this stuck. First British commander, 10. He failed, so he cannot rally his troops, so that's all for the rally phase. And now we have a prep fire. So these Italians are firing here. They have 6 plus 1 because of the woods. 9 plus 1, 10. This is a miss. Now them. They have 4, 3, so it's 7. So they are firing here with 6 minus 1 because of the commander. 6 minus 1, okay, they have a rate of fire, alright. And now 6 minus 1 is 5, so it's 5 in the column of 6. It is 1 MC. Okay. There is a commander, so first let's roll for him. It is 9, so he is broken. And now for his troops. 9, they are broken as well. And now the other squad. 7 plus 1. So they are also broken. Okay. That's disaster. And now, since we had a rate of fire, we are firing again, but this time with 4. So it's 4 minus 1, 6, and we lost our rate of fire. So 6 in the column of 4 is normal morale check. For the commander, he's alright. For the first squad, they are alright, and for the second squad, they are alright. Oh, at last none of them get reduced. And who else? That's all when here, and now there. So they are firing onto this hex. They have 8 plus 3. This is a miss and no rate of fire. They are firing here. They have 2 plus 1. Oh, this is a total miss. They are doing the same. 2 plus 1. 9. This is a miss. And I think that's all. Alright. So that's all for the Italian prep fire phase. Next we have Italian movement phase. Let me check if Italians want to move anywhere. No, I think they won't. So next we have Allied defensive fire phase. And let me check if allies are able to fire. Well, they are. First of all, here I have 6. It is doubled, so they have 12. 12 plus 2 because of the wood building. And sorry, plus 1 because of the double time. So it is 10. 10 in the column of 12, it is pin test check. Italians are fine. And next, they are broken. They cannot see anyone. They cannot. And now here. They are firing onto this hex. It's 6 plus 1. It is 7 plus in the column of 6. It is normal morale check for Italians. They are broken and also reduced by quality. But they are conscript, so they cannot be reduced anymore. They are firing here. They have 6 plus 3 minus 1. So it's 6 plus 2. Wow! It's not covering because they have a commander. So it is 4 in the column of 6. It is 2 MC. Oh, I already feel sorry for these poor Italians. First, for this squad. Okay, 12. So they are broken and reduced by quality. so they are turned into conscripts. So we don't have to be afraid of this deadly heavy machine gun anymore. And now for this broken squad, 8, so plus 2, so they are reduced and they are already half squad, so they are eliminated. Okay, I think that's all for the Allied defensive fire. Yeah, that's all. And let's remove these markers. So next we have Italian advancing fire. Not much to do. Road phase. Who's going to road? Well, they will road here. And, well, no, let them stay. It doesn't matter much. I think there is not much stuff to do in the road phase as well. Next we have advance phase, and no one is going to advance anywhere, I believe. No. So let's go to the close combat, and here we have a melee to resolve. Americans have 7 against 3, so it's 2 to 1, and they made it. But let's roll for Italians as well. They failed, so Italian unit is eliminated. Okay, this concludes turn 4. We are moving into turn 5. Rally phase. Who's going to rally on the Allied side? First, this commander. 5, he made it. So he can try to rally his troops. First for this squad. 10, -1 and -2 because of the building. It's 8, so this unit remains broken. And the other squad, 8, -2 is 6, so they are rallied. Okay, at last the one with medium machine gun. Who else? Oh, I forgot to road this stack. They should road here. It would be safe road because here no one can see them, so no interdiction, so they can road into this building safely. So they can also try to rally themselves. First, commander. 5 plus 4 is 9, -1 because of the building is 8, so he made it. And now he can try to rally his troops. First squad. 6 plus 4 is 10, -1 is 9, so he's broken. And the other squad, 4 plus 4 -1 because of the building, he is fine. So one of them remains broken. Okay, and now Italians. They cannot self-rally, so they can only remove these markers. And that's all for the rally phase. Next we have Allied prep fire phase. So these Americans are going to fire here. They have 6 plus 3 minus 2. So it's 6 plus 1. It's 6 in the column of 6. It's now 1 MC. And Italians made it. Amazing. That's something unexpected. And who else? These dudes are about to move. They are not going to fire anywhere. And these Brits, I think I might try to score a hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I will have to use area fire. So I will have 6, and now I have plus 2 because of the wood building. So it's 6 plus 2 and -1 because of the commander. So it is 6 plus 1. Oh, 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 in the column of 6. It is a miss. And no rate of fire. Okay, so that's all for the Brits and Americans. So now we have a movement phase. So who's going to move and where? I will start with Americans. They are making assault movement onto this hex. So they can see them. So it's 2 minus 1 because of moving in the open ground. 6 in the column of 2. Pin test check. American commander. He's fine. His men. 8 minus 1 because of the commander is 7. So they are pinned. Oh ho ho. They are marked with first fire. And here I have to place a residual fire of 1. And they are desperation morale because they are broken and they are adjacent to the enemy unit. Okay, this squad. They move here. 1, 2, 3. That's their movement, and these Italians are firing at them. It is 2 minus 2 minus 3 and it is 2 plus 3 and minus 1. So it's 2 plus 2, 7, 9, 9 in the column of 2. It is a miss. And finally, this commander. 1, oh, I should remove this marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's all. That's for Americans, now Brits. They are making assault movement onto this hex, so they are firing with 6 plus 1. It's 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 in the column of 6 is normal morale check. They are fine. And I think they will stay where they are. I should make a prep fire with them actually. Well, me bet. And now they. Now they are moving 1.5. So it is. So now they have 2.5 and 2.5. 3.5, so that's all, and now they can fire at them both. So they are firing here. It is 3 minus 1, sorry, 3 plus 1, so it's 2 plus 1, it is 6, 6 plus 1, sorry, 6, and now minus 1, because they are moving with the non-assault movement, and minus 1 because moving in the open ground, so it is 6. Nope, this is not an open ground because they are on the hill. They are not on the hill, so they get TAM because of being on the hill. So it's minus 1 because of the non-assault movement and plus 1 because of the hill. So modifiers are nullifying each other, so it's 6 in the column of 2. Pin test check only. They made it. And now they are firing here, and this is going to be harder because they are on the same level. So they have 6, minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3. So this is 6 minus 3. Okay, this is 6, no rate of fire, this is good. 6 in the column of 6 is not 1 MC. Okay, they made it. It's 5 plus 1, it's 6, so that was close, but they are fine. And now they will move alone. I will leave commander here to rally this remaining unit. And now 1, 2, 3 and 4. And well, they might try to fire at them as in the subsequent defensive fire. So they are firing with 1 and -3. Not bad. It is 2. In the column of 1, it is 1 MC. Wow, they made it. So it's final fire, and this is 1. So that's all for the Allied movement phase. Next we have Italian defensive fire phase, and who's going to fire and where. They have first fire, so they can still do one more shot onto this hex. So they are firing with 3, so it's 2 plus 1 because of the woods. 6 in the column of 2 is pin test check. 9, so Brits are pinned. They fired. They can fire again. They have 1 plus 3. Oh wow! It is 6 in the column of 1. It is nothing. And they are firing here. 2 plus 1. Nothing. So that's all. I think that's all. I don't think that any other Italian units can see allies. So that's all. Let's remove these defensive fire markers. Okay, so now we have Allied advancing fire phase, and now 4 and 2, because they are they got their firepower doubled because halved because of the advancing fire, doubled because of the pin point blank, and halved because of the pin. So they have still 2. So it is 6 plus 2. Miss. They are firing here. 4 plus 2. It is 8, nothing. They are firing here with 2 plus 3. Oh no, here. 2 plus 2. It's a slightly higher chance. We got 4 plus 2. It's 6. 6 in the column of 2 is pin test check. Okay, Italian unit is pinned. And now here we have 7 plus 1 is 8, so it's 8 plus 3. Nothing. And who else? Well, they have their firepower halved, doubled and halved again, so they have still 3 plus 1, so it's 4.5, and so it's rounded to 5, and it is plus 3 minus 1, so it's 4 plus 2. Oh wow, it is 4 in the column of 4. It is 1 MC. 8. So Italians are broken, so they have to be reduced by quantity. So they are turned into conscript half squad. I need to find a conscript half squad. Do I have any? Okay, I found. I found one. And that's all for the Allied advancing fire. Yes, that's all. And now we go into the road phase. So they have to road here. They are pinned, so nothing. So that's all for the road phase. Next we have close combat. Sorry, advance. They are advancing here. They cannot because they are pinned. And they are advancing here. They are advancing here. They are well, let them stay here. They are pinned. They cannot do much. And they are advancing here. So we have one more close combat to go. Yeah, that's all for the close combat. For the advance, now we go into close combat. First we have to make a roll for the ambush. White for Italians. No ambush. So now we have 7 against 1. So it's 6 to 1. So Americans need 10 or less. They made it. And Italians need 2. No, nope. So they are done. Alright, so that's all for the American advance. Yeah, close combat is done. We can remove pin markers. So this concludes Allied actions. We go into Italian actions. I think that Italians are still able to win, because to win the game, Allies have to make sure that there is no good order Italian unit in the 7 hexes range from this hex. So all these Italian units have to be broken or destroyed till the end of the next turn, and I think this is a small chance to do it actually. So, rally phase. Italians, and they have 4, they have +4, so let them try to do self-rally. Oof. Not only failed, but they also have to be reduced, and because they are already half squad, they are removed. So we can remove this light machine gun as well. That was a suicide. And who's going to rally? Well, I have to remove this Desperation Morale, and I think that's all when it comes to Italians. And now Allies. They might try to rally his 11, they failed. This commander will try to rally this unit. 7, he made it. And that's all for the rally phase. And now we have Italian prep fire phase. So they are firing here, so they have 5, and they are on the hill, so it's +1, so they have 4 +1, 7 +1 is 8, 8 in the column of 4 is nothing. They are firing here, 2 +1, 7, nothing. They are firing here, so it's 6 and 0, 8. 8 in the column of 6 is pin test check. 7, they are fine, and no rate of fire. Oh, I forgot about close combat here. Okay, so let's return for a while into the close combat phase, and let's resolve this close combat. First, let's roll for the ambush. No ambush, and now it is 1 to 1. for the Brits and for Italians. So each side needs a 5. So for the Brits and for Italians, no one gets anything, so it is a melee. Okay, sorry about that. And now here. Well, they will try to fire here. They have 2. Nope, nope, nope. They will try to fire here. 2 plus 1. 9. Nope. So I think I don't have any other good opportunities to fire. Well, I can still try to fire here, but it would be 2 plus 3. So that's all for the Italian prep fire phase. And next we go into Italian movement phase, and if Italians have to do any movement, I think they don't have any good opportunities to make any movement, so that's all for them. Well, they all have to withstand till the end of the last turn. That's their goal. Nothing complicated. And now we have defensive fire phase. So they cannot fire because there is a melee and we would fire our own troops. So here I have a 12, but they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a rear fire. So they have firepower of 8. 8 plus 2 and minus 1. So it's 8 plus 1. It is 9 plus 1, it's 10. This is a miss. They are firing here. It's 4 plus 2. Miss. They are firing here. 6 plus 2. 8. Okay, and we got rate of fire. It is 6 plus 2, so it's 8. 8 in the column of 6. Pin test check only. Commander, he made it. Soldiers, they made it. And rate of fire, I'm not going to even use it, because it would be 2 plus 3. So I would risk to damage my light machine gun. And that's all. No, Americans. So they are firing here. 6 plus 3 and minus 2, so it's 6 plus 1. 6 in the column of 6 is 1 MC. Italians are broken and they are reduced by quality as well. They are firing. This is stone building, this is stone building. So let's do here. So we have 6 plus 3. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 in the column of 6 is pin test check only. Okay, Italians are pinned. Doesn't matter much actually. They cannot see anyone. Nope. So that's all for the defensive fire. There was a lot of firing, but very little effect actually. Alright, so next we have advancing fire. Not much for the Italians to do, save to removing these advancing prep fire markers. And next we have road phase. And who's going to road? Well, they cannot. Nope, no one is going to road anywhere. Next we have advance, and Italians are not advancing anywhere. So that's all for advance, and now close combat. We have a close combat here, so it is 1-to-1 for the Brits. 5, they made it. Yeah, so Italians are reduced, but first of all they can attack themselves. Nope, they achieved nothing, so they are reduced into half squad. So I need first line half squad Here it is. And now I can remove the spin marker. And this concludes all the Italian actions, so we are getting into last turn. And this is going to be the decisive turn. I think Italians are still pretty close to win this game. So let's go and check it out. We are starting with rally phase. Brits are going to rally here. 9, so they remain broken. They are fine. All the other allied units are fine. And for Italians, this marker is out. And that's all. So next we have prep fire and I will fire onto this hex. I have 8 plus 2 minus 1, so it's 8 plus 1, 9, oh, a pin, 9 and 4, so the commander only is pinned. Prep fire. They are firing onto this hex, so it's 6 plus 2, 9, this is a miss. They are firing here as well, so it's 4 plus 2, miss. And anyone else? Nope, that's all for that allied movement phase. And now let's go, prep fire phase, and now let's go to the movement phase. Who's going to move where? I think they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are moving here, so I have to place Desperation Morale here as well. And now them. They are entering this building, so let's place Desperation Morale. They are moving like that, and they are firing at them with 2 minus 2. Since they are not using assault movement, so it's 2 minus 2, and it is 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 in the column of 2 is K minus 1. Okay, so they are reduced into half squad, and they have to undergo a morale check with +1, 10, so they are broken. And I think this actually ends the game. You may ask why. Well, the answer is simply, I won't be able to reach this unit with any of my allied units. I won't be able to fire at them. Safe to them, actually. These two units will be pretty safe till the end of this turn, since they are not in the range of any of the allied troops. So allies won't be able to fire at them in this part of their turn, and later in the Italian part of the turn, when allies will be able to fire in the defensive fire. So this is virtually impossible for the allies to break all the Italian troops until the end of this turn. You can see this pretty well, I think. They are out of the... They are here... well, they can try, but it would be hard. But these two units are pretty safe, so this is no chance that allies are about to win this game. So I think I can call it a day. You can see this is pretty interesting scenario. Italians, despite being quite weak, are still strong enough to stand and survive. Of course, this is also a matter of luck. You can tell that Americans were not very lucky at the beginning of this game. they suffered heavy losses, losing 3 squads and 1 half squad. Sorry, two squads and 2 half squads. So that was a pretty tough for them. Brits were, well, the Brits weren't doing very fine too. They were stopped onto this line and couldn't move any further. These Italian machine guns, both medium and heavy here, made a good Italians made a good use of them. So if you think that Italians are always doomed to fail in this game, try this scenario and you may think otherwise. Also, like I said, this is a pretty cool scenario because of the multi-nations here. We have 3 armies together, which is still pretty rare in the Advanced Squad Leader. So, that's all for today. Thank you for watching and see you next time.